सर आम्ही काय म्हणतो अश्विन सरांकडे ते मोठावाला लॅम्प टेबल असेल का प्रॅक्टिकलचा हाँ, अगले में क्या
डेटा कनेक्शन चले गया।
तुमने बताया नहीं यार इनका बीट करना चाहते हैं
इसलिए आया था क्या प्रॉब्लम?
लैम्प टेबल पहले कनेक्ट करते लावून शकतो की इथे अजून सनकडे भेटते का म्हटलं
वैसे मशीन लगा देना। ठीक है। आवाज से क्या रहा
छोटा छोटा त्याने म्हणजे एक सनोची बेच मध्ये आहे एक एंडिंग प्लेट हे कनेक्ट करत होतं इथून तिथपर्यंत तुझी माहिती किती किती आहे ना क्लास आहे आता चला मी लावतो उसको चालू करके बता उसको लगा देते हैं इसमें बटन
नहीं नहीं ज्यादा समय ठीक है इतना समय तो ना लगे तो आवाज होता है
Sign this space and PC occupied with here.
वो पढ़ाते वगैरह है
मैं पढ़ा एंड लगा तो एकदम से पढ़ा
अब से चला नहीं ठीक है बैठ के
बैठना भाई बैठना बैठना
मुझे बस का आंसर है ओ बजे
हाँ और वन
सिर्फ देखा है मुझे बात में कुछ सुना तो उधर पे चला यार सबका साथ में कहा चिल्ला गया किसी और का चेक गया लगा देखा पागल हुआ ये फिल्म तो पागल हुआ है ये किस तरह चेकिंग थोड़ी सा जाता है
आगे पर थोड़ा इसका आ रहा है
क्या रहा है
वीडियो कैप्चर में
दूसरा और एक कैमरा है सही भैया था
कैमरा एक और है मुझे बात मानता पर ये देख मैं डालूंगा एक्टिवेट करूंगा इसको बना लूंगा फिर अपन को वो चाहिए तो अपन को
डिवाइस करना नहीं वो डिवाइस से सिलेक्ट करना एसपी का वेट क्या हमारा इधर ये दिखा रहा ही नहीं
अपन को ये डिवाइस नहीं चाहिए अपन को ये चाहिए होगा
रिमूव करके फिर से कनेक्ट करूँ क्या
चलो एक बार
को बुलाओगे?
पिझ्झा
एक मैं करता है लाइट तो
बुला एक बार चिन्ह को बुला
बुला बुला फोन कोई सिक्के लेना पड़ेगा आज ही देख
हाँ, हाँ।
दे रहा था
क्या बोल रहा था
हाँ
क्या बोल रहा था
करते तो कुछ नहीं बोले पहली बार मंग देता है अपनी
बोलना हम कर हमारा काम नहीं था ना बोलो चिन्ह है बस एक प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है मेरे भाई तुमको तो कैमरा में आउटपुट है ना
कैमरा को ना
हाँ
तो
वो
यहाँ
वैसे
से फोर्स डाल
मैंने सोर्स भी डाल दिया वो सब भी पूरा कर दिया और अभी जब ये आता है ना इसमें तो कैमरा ऑप्शन में आ रहा
कॉन्फ़िगर एक्टिवेट कर दूं?
है एक्टिवेट अपना
एचपी का हो रहा ना वाइड विजन एचडी
ये कौन
कैमरा
सा है?
ये कैनन का है
वो वेबकैम शुरू कर रहा है और एचडीएमआई को लगता है कि यूएसबी आउटपुट चाहिए
यूएसबी वाला नहीं है क्या?
एचडीएमआई तो एचडीएमआई
देख
क्या कुछ
ठीक है क्या? वो एचपी वाला ही आ रहा
Grounds military silence please. अब कोई आवाज नहीं करेगा.
वही चल वो यही चल वो
Voice इस साइड के प्लीज.
इधर ही आना चाहिए वो
नहीं होगा वो उसका बोले अपन को वो चाहिए एचडीएमआई कैप्चर कार्ड चाहिए
हाँ ये मतलब इसको ये करने के लिए कैप्चर कार्ड लगता है एलगाटो का
हाँ
हाँ
कैप्चर कार्ड नहीं करता है
ये कैप्चर कार्ड
देखिए जो भी आप
इसके पास चलेगा
कहाँ पे आपको आके बोलना.
एक काम कर फोन निकल फोन निकल डेटा के बदला
Voice इधर भी.
एक काम करना टाइप सी से करता ना
Hello भी.
यूट्यूब पे करना है
हाँ यूट्यूब पे करना यूट्यूब का मैंने पूरा
अभी टीएनपी
फिर सार्वजनिक वार्तालाप करेंगे भी.
में मेरा
क्या
तो बैग से नहीं रखी मिले क्या हो गया
तेरा एप्पल है क्या
हाँ
और कोई अपना से फोन नहीं है क्या
नहीं तो क्या कर रहे हैं
उनके काम कर रहे हो
हाँ?
आप डेटा के बदले
डेटा केबल इतनी सी मिलेंगी पावर बैंक वाली बहुत छोटी हो जाएंगी टाइप सी टू टाइप सी वाली है वो।
डेटा के बदले चाहिए
रुक रुक मैं पूछता डेटा केबल है
तो तेरा एप्पल है
टाइप से टू होगा
यूएसबी टू टाइप सी मिल सकती है यूएसबी टू
किधर रखा तेरे पास तो
चलेगा चलो और अच्छा है
किधर रखा
हो गया ठीक है तो आगे बढ़ाऊंगा
कहाँ पर फेंक दिया बे बोले ये मेरा हाँ भाई थोड़ा दूर से वो स्क्रीन कैमरे का है हमारी तो गायब अरे
ये वाली चलेंगे तो देख ले
बोल फिर जाएंगे तो उसने अपन एंड्रॉइड है यहाँ
इसका 100
और शूटर के मैं एंड्रॉइड है
इसको नहीं ए सोना तेरा फोन है मिल गया रे
लैग नहीं होगा
हाँ
लैग नहीं होगा ना
01
हाँ सही है
तो
ये छूट मारी का ये जीरो तो टक्कर है
इसमें स्टोरेज नहीं होती ना
पर इसके भी कैमरे को इसमें लाएंगे कैसे
हाँ हाँ
ऑनलाइन होने वाला है सब इसलिए तो ये चल रहा ना
माझ्या फोन क्या करता बे
कहाँ
पास ऍड वैड आली तो
क्या बात कर रहा
ये सीओ ऑनलाइन ज्वाइन कर रहा
हाँ ये तो लाइव आ गया ना
कौन जॉब कर रहा ऑनलाइन नाम क्या बनने का
सीओ आजादी सीमेंट वाला
यानी सीमेंट वाला कुछ भी बनता
अरे सीईओ वो तो अदानी भी आने वाला है
कनेक्ट करता है एनी स्ट्रीम करता है
हाँ
बे ऍड वेडिंग माझ्या ह्याच्यात
अबे स्ट्रीम करना
कैमरा कैमरा ऐसा कैमरा वापर रहे ना उसके बंद हो गया बटन देखो
लॉक कर दे, लॉक कर दे।
खुद नहीं है क्या समझ में
देख आ रहा क्या?
वैसे नहीं आएगा थर्ड पार्टी ऐप डालना पड़ेगा लेकिन तो दिक्कत है वैसे डायरेक्ट नहीं कॉन्फ़िगर करता हूँ
हाँ ठीक है, ठीक है,
स्टेटस
उसका
कैमरा तो हमें थर्ड पार्टी ऐप डालना पड़ता थर्ड पार्टी ऐप डाल के फिर वो उसका कैमरा यूज करता है
जैसे कि
वो डीएनडी पे डाल दो फोन
डाल दे।
यूट्यूब पे देखना
पीछे पे।
हाउ टू मेक कैमरा हाउ टू मेक ये करके फोन कैमरा पहले मतलब था S25 बेचता था S24
Android
एंड्रॉइड के
वीडियो डॉट का ये डाउनलोड करना पड़ेगा।
इसमें भी लगेगा ना इसमें भी लगेगा ना करोगे इसमें हाँ
वो तो मैथ को कैप्चर कार्ड चाहिए हो।
हाँ, तो
ए एक बार कुछ बना इनका कैप्चर कार्ड, कैप्चर कार्ड है क्या बोलना सर?
क्या है ड्रॉइड ड्रॉइड क्या है DRYD DRYD
मुझे आवाज आनी चाहिए, सेटिंग करेगा तुम अभी।
हाँ वो क्या लाइव चल रहा है?
जब मैं देख भाई सारा शुरू करके रखा है तेरे को।
मेरे में इतना रेयर मत डरो तो पहले तो खुद से पहली बार कर रहा हूँ ये
अगर कुछ गलत हुआ, अडानी सीमेंट का सीईओ का आवाज नहीं
किसके पास है?
है, सेकंड का अभी मैं तो नहीं मिला। हाँ हाँ क्या भाव करना है? इस पे भी लेना पड़ेगा ना फिर।
हाँ उसमें वो ड्रॉइड कैमरा ऐप डाउनलोड करना पड़ेगा
चलो, उधर
ड्रॉइड कैम
क्या?
ड्रॉइड कैम
American third year attendance with किसके पास है?
हाँ
Please raise your hand.
अगर अपन ने वो वाला कैमरा वापरे वो वेबकैम नहीं आता वेबकैम नहीं है क्या
इसको है ना वेबकैम?
इसको नहीं वो एक्सटर्नल आता यूएसबी
वो नहीं है।
इसी लैब वैब में भी नहीं मिलेगा
नहीं मिलेगा।
वो अगर रहता तो डायरेक्ट प्लग एंड प्ले वाला हो जाएगा था
हाँ? क्या बोलते सारे सब लेके कोऑर्डिनेट के पास बीच में
कैसे
उसको
वंश वंश को क्या चाहिए
नहीं नहीं
वंश को
क्या चाहिए कोऑर्डिनेट को नहीं चाहिए।
और ड्रॉइड कैम अभी वो डायरेक्ट प्लग एंड प्ले नहीं होता ना वैसे ही। अब उसको कैमरा बनाना है मोबाइल को हाँ उसको एल कार्ड तो लगता है
है वो फाइबर वाईफाई
स्लो हुआ क्या उसमें ऐड हुआ क्या डिवाइस डाउनलोड हुआ
मैंने ओपन ही नहीं किया ना इसको। नहीं ऐसा कैसा उन्होंने इवेंट करवाया है।
मुझे अगर तुम जा चुका है
कहाँ जा चुका है?
मतलब पता मुझे ना
इसको direct इधर
मैं सॉल्व करता हूँ। क्या अपन कॉलेज में जाओगे?
ये वाला ही कह लो
पर यार
इस बात में बता चिंता नहीं
उसमें डिवाइस आना चाहिए
नहीं हो कोई।
9.148.45
ठीक है।
और आना चाहिए
ठीक है।
लिखो
Guys, आप आवाज
कैमरा है
है।
वो तो डिस्प्ले होने के बाद आएगा ना एक डिवाइस हो गई आईपी
बोलना हाँ
हाँ जी
हाँ वीडियो रिकॉर्ड कर
उसका भी है तो एक काम कर उसके कैमरे से ऑडियो मिल सकती है क्या
क्या?
अच्छा कैमरे की
कैमरा अच्छी है
तब उससे क्या करना
ठीक है ना वैसा भी चल
एक्सपी कैमरा से होगा कैमरा से एचपी वाला रास्ता
इसमें OBS में ना
हाँ वाले कैमरा से वो तो सर ने बताया खबर ये अटेंडेंस सिस्टम भी देखेगा तो क्या है
OBS वाला
हाँ
मारना
हाँ हाँ
अच्छा डिवाइस भी पकड़ लिया होगा
ऊपर है उसको
उसको फिर पूरा स्क्रीन में ये कर दो क्या
हाँ कर दे
सर 2 मिनट उसमें बाहर कोणते
ये ले ये हो गया
उसको अगर अपने हाइट पे रखा है ऑडियंस का लोग कहते हैं
पता भी से डायरेक्ट
क्या बोलते हैं
हाँ
मैं क्या बोलता हूँ लैपटॉप को लिया करके बहुत में स्टेज पे
दिख रहा है क्या वहाँ पे अपन नहीं
वहां पे रखने का क्या नहीं तो सेंटर में लगते टेबल टेबल पे लैपटॉप रख देती ठीक है ना देख एक बार वो स्वानंद किधर गया
नहीं क्या
ये लो
स्ट्रीमिंग
हाँ
स्ट्रीमिंग चालू है क्या
चालू है ना कितना समय
हो गया ना
हाँ, ठीक है
चलो
ठीक है आप बच सकते हैं Silence, please, here.
We are in a college or an auditorium for some event which is useful for you. Okay. So ensure that you are not making a fish market of this auditorium. Second year students, हमने अभी 2 बच्चों को अभी पकड़ा है डोरी के ओर तीनों में and you don't know us. थर्ड ईयर को मालूम है लेकिन सेकंड ईयर को मालूम नहीं है तो कायदे में रहो तो फायदे में रहोगे okay we are the department or cell which creates your career and not to spoil your career. Ensure that you maintain a discipline. We will be speaking with the CEO of the Adani Cements, Adani Group. We don't want any nonsense or anything which will spoil the name of the college. Adani people are already here at the campus. They are standing in front of you. So showcase yourself in a well-resolved way. How many are from third year here? The maximum are from third year. Second year? Okay, fine. We are here to listen about the guns and the address will be done by a CEO. Okay, to inform your lead and everything. From the meeting, we have Mr. Shadman Deshpande. Welcome him with a round of applause. For information, the person standing in front of you, Mr. Shardul Deshpande, is YCC alumni of 2003 Civil Engineering Maharashtra. Another round of applause for him. Welcome sir to YCC once again, and you must be feeling something after so many years you are in YCCE, and thank you so much for giving the opportunity to us. He has played a vital role in making the Adani Group. Thanks to him, as per the discussions and everything, this is the first program of one of which is branch and
इकडे इकडे ब्रांच कौन सी इलेक्ट्रिकल आईडी कार्ड आईडी कार्ड इकडे
मान्य भी बैठेगा
आयडी कार्ड
दोघांना मला भेटून
आईडी कार्ड नहीं ना दे ला जो भी होगा गवर्नमेंट है
और कोई ऐसा मांगे को बैठने वाली इसको अच्छी जगह
ये झालं तुझं लाईन ठीक आहे लाईन कनेक्ट झालं काहीच नाही ना मोबाईल जमा कर
much of time remaining with you. Science, you can say it's 4 months period now from today, I can say. And in June, July, somewhere you will be starting with your recruitment process.
नाही
Maximum students are here from mechanical, second year, third year more. Electrical,
हो गया
second year,
ओके ना ऑडियंस सचिन बहुत सारा
electronics,
जिससे ना
sir, ETC electronics, radar के electronics ETC को अलग अलग था Line up like daily we are for this three countries. और अच्छी companies है too. Right now, Lloyd Metal and University is going on, who are taking mechanical and electrical. They have a requirement of 200 faculties, GE, graduate engineer, PE. Because 5 lakh right now with this time. Okay. Then there is a construction going on in front of our college, Shalpatamu. Developing must be doing, they don't say metro construction. That company also is always making YCCE. So our students may be possible after your graduation, you'll be working into metro project or maybe another projects. So again, here civil electrical mechanical are required. Okay, when you saw Mahindra on the way, always see, उसमें अपनी requirement. Adani का recruitment चल रहा है. They will be coming in next week or maybe next week, next week for the recruitment time. Questions answer वाले कौन है ना? Question answer वाले. Identify करेगा.
नहीं आते से
Anybody, any question or anything, something related to your career or maybe something different, ask the question to CEO, you can please come and sit there. Anyone? We need to 5-6 students who are good in communication and want to speak about or maybe ask the question to CEO after his address is over. So anyone interested, please come down here. तो उसमें डरने की कोई बात नहीं है. Now, these two the students are very good. Round of applause for Pratap Guru. और कोई है? मेरे कौन ब्लैक टी-शर्ट में तो दिख रहे हैं ये मेरे बाउंसर्स हैं. After the CEO address is over, 200 students, all 30 students will stay in the auditorium only. We have something to show for this increase is over. Don't run. Attendance will be taken. Electronic meetings को खास करके आराम करें. So please stay here after your the CEO address is over. Then, what's the मला रेकॉर्ड नाही केला ना बेटा?
हा?
मला रेकॉर्ड नाही केलं ना काही?
नाही नाही
डिलीट कर.
हो
ठेवू नको.
ठीक
त्याला व्हायरल कसे पैसे कुठं बसतील? काय बरं?
वाव अच्छा फोनची लाईव्ह वगैरह करना परवडता रहता है हाँ ना भी है चालू है चले नहीं नहीं वो अभी कैसा वो क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे उनकी तरफ ऐसा शिफ्ट हो जाएगा वो सामने का दिख नहीं रहा उधर शिफ्ट हो जाएगा एचडीएमआई का तो कुछ काम ही नहीं है ना कैमरा वर्क नाही करता का याचा हाँ नहीं काम तू कुछ नहीं कर चालू है लाईव्ह आवाज मागणार हो तर हे कशासाठी लाईव्ह केला पोरं दिसले पाहिजे मला वो आपण ठीक आहे लैपटॉप घुमा देता मैं उधर अपने कैमरा दो क्या
Program basically is named as Future X. Future X because you are the future of the generation coming ahead. And the name of the CEO is Mr. Vinod Baheti. So we'll be addressing you all. And it is not only YCCE, there are other campuses also who have joined. Okay. So please listen to him carefully what he want to say about the Future X, what he what are his expectations and how you can fulfill expectation. It's a general something you can say. It is not only for the Adani expectations. He is speaking about the general future expectations from the students when they join the company. So listen carefully. In case of question बाद में पूछना है तो you have to run down to that place because we'll be arranging there only and then we'll be asking the question. But while asking the question, you have to please tell your name first, okay, your branch, you are in 6th semester or 4th semester, and your college name Yeshwantrao Chauhan College of Engineering completely. Now, no YCCE. Got it? Rahul? पूरे background पूरी ठीक है?
इधर ही घुमा दीजिए इतना टेंशन नहीं है इसलिए तो मुझे फोन चाहिए 4 5 पर हाँ सारे आप फिर सब थर्ड ईयर वाले सेकंड अच्छा आता जरूर लाइट सर सिंचा दो लाइट आई करते हैं मैं होता है आपल्याला कशी असतं हवंय आपल्याला
taking my job seriously.
कौन
To be
नहीं ऐसे बॉयज भी दिखी कृष्णा कृष्ण without wasting any time, I would like to invite Mr. Vinod Bhaiti. And while request you please come on. While Vinod joins, a quick introduction about Vinod. Vinod is a veteran of finance industry and he moved to cement industry about 4 years back. And in just short time, he has become the youngest CEO of cement industry and has established his reputation as a go-getter. So let's welcome Vinod and over to you, Vinod.
Hello and namaste everyone. It feels so good to see you all today. I am Vinod Kanati, full-time director and CEO for Rama Cement, which has Ambuja and ACC as its main brands. We are the second largest cement company in the country and ninth largest in the world. In terms of scale and volumes, our production, my company's production is equal to the production of the entire United States of India in terms of cement. That's basically which we operate. Today, we have a gathering of students all over India at various campuses like IITs, NIT, state government, colleges, universities, private universities, totally and overwhelming, basically, totaling about 300 engineering colleges with approximately 5 lakh students. Thank you very, very much for this tremendous response. In addition, we also have around 500 schools. Separately, we have engaged with them and another 5 lakh students. The schools have also associated with this Brand Cement Future X program, and therefore I'm so proud to say to all of you that this is the largest industry academia initiative taken by any industry in the country. Today we have another momentous day because while so far we have been interacting with the individual colleges and entering into with them. Today, with the support and guidance from Professor Akhil Ranjan Garg, Vice Chancellor of Bikaner University, seeing the value in the overall Future X program, they have signed partnership agreement with overall 24 engineering colleges as part of the partnership with Future X. And only this, things are getting even bigger and better. Just a while back, maybe just 15, 20 minutes before, we signed another mega partnership with Dr. Khair and Dr. Darji from the Gujarat Technological University, GTU. By the way, GTU is a central body which manages almost 500 state institutes, including 100 engineering colleges, encompassing almost 4 lakh students all over Gujarat. And they also become our proud partners in one group. So this is how things are shaping up on the Future X initiative. Coming back to our today's interactions, friends, just close your eyes. Pause for a second. Imagine the road which you travel every day, the bridges that carries millions of lives, the building that shelters dreams, and the businesses and the nation. And ask yourself, who makes this possible? It is not just the cement, it's the engineering, it's the innovation, it is, my dear students, it is you, the future of India. A few decades ago, cement meant bags, plants, trucks, fly ash, bulk material. But today, it means data, sustainability, deep drive of ESG, algorithm based quality, smart logistics, carbon consciousness, and 3D printing to the likes of that kind of technology which are coming here. And tomorrow belongs to engineers who don't just build structures, they build the future of the nation. Punishment, we call this journey Future X, where engineering meets the nation, technology meets responsibility, and where young minds like yours, it becomes nation builders. You are not here just to listen to speech. You are here to say what comes next. And this you will be able to do by getting to see the latest technologies from the close quarters and getting to work on it along with knowledge from your books and clients. That's exactly where the Future X comes in. Friends, you all know cement, which has been a long decades presence in the country, very old, century old industry in the country in India. Cement is all about chemistry, right? But we will highlight in our program of Future X when we engage with you, and this is such a beautiful industry because this industry has almost 9 and 10 subset of industries in cement. You have logistics, you've got digital, you've got mines, you've got manufacturing, so on and so forth. You've got shipping, for example, marine, for example. So we will highlight about the business technology. We'll highlight about the management, the case studies, the sessions that will be relevant for you, both in academics as well as in real life. Apart from the research development site visits, which will actually we want to do it a lot for you, proper visits to our R&D sites and the manufacturing sites, a deeper engagement with our leadership. And our leadership is, for example, you know that they are cross-functional, super leaders in the industry. Internship opportunities, the projects which will identify for you as part of the internship, the job opportunities, the pre-placements, for example, ETs, GTs, and various kind of programs what we have. There are so many privileges which we offer to our students of our partner institutes. I will dwell on this a little deeper in my subsequent slides. And though we are part of a manufacturing, typically you will find male dominated, but now, for example, the scenario is changing, and the manufacturing industry you will find lots of sisters, lots of female population who are also equally working, and more so in Adani Cement, we are promoting a lot. Therefore, for example, all my sisters, all my ladies members here also should be very proud that this program will throw lots of opportunities for them. Today, the development is happening so fast that sometimes textbooks are unable to capture what the companies are already implementing, leveraging on the floor. So when you visit my plants, and almost we have 46 manufacturing plants all over India as of now, you might be able to see in action the world's first RDX, which we have started with the rotodynamic heater technology. This is like first in the world, by the way, and we have partnered with Coolbrooks. We will have a live experience which we are implementing at our plant in Borodipalli in Andhra Pradesh. The practices that makes us 12 times water positive. By the way, we speak all about water positive, plastic negative, ESG, so and so forth. But how it is implemented? So we will actually, when you visit our plants, you will see some of the principles and practices, some of the community initiatives we are doing, which makes us all over India 12 times water positive, right? And so you will also be reflecting, we will show you the plants of futures, right? From nanomaterials to robotics technologies and our deeper engagements with many of the partners. Like recently we are along with ABB in terms of substantially overhauling our operational technology and the shop floors and all. This is going to be very, very interesting, friends. So, how about working on creating concrete for specific purposes? For example, just think about like special cement, which can be there for the army. Nowadays, for example, you know that kind of global situation. And if you come out with special bunkers and high strength concrete, you create a special demand cement for the defense forces. The nanotechnology, this is like a era of nanotechnology, and which will bring much more larger, deeper strength to cement, right? And where, for example, all of you are studying in your academics, and it will help us to also connect with you. You are into engineering, but without proper resource management, money management, all the businesses which comes crashing in. How about learning the finance for the non-finance? Many of you, for example, come from the engineering basis, and therefore, like many of my finance team, my CFO, and all will be very happy to take some specific finances, the finance for non-finance. And to become the overall leader, you will equally need to understand sales, branding, marketing. You're so in such a beautiful industry, you will get all the respect because this is exactly what we cater to the end customer, to the institutional customer, to the kinds of FCons, LNTs, Shakurjis, so on and so forth are our customers, but even the retail customers are our customers, for example. So it gives you gamut of opportunity to learn here. Therefore, you will have series of expert sessions for all of you. So one is your classroom learning, second is your practical at the site, at the R&D program, at the nanotechnology, at the robotics, and interaction with all these cross-functional leaders. Are you feeling overwhelmed? I am a lot because this is exactly what we are working on to create a Viksit Bharat 2047 vision of Honorable Prime Minister. When you create the future minds, you create future of the country. Welcome to Future X. Welcome to the future of cement. Student, this program was launched by Adani Cement on 15th of September, special day, Engineers Day. It was like a very well crafted program on that day and a tribute to all our engineers, and therefore I'm like interacting with you a lot. We hosted our first conference on 26th of September in Ahmedabad, and it was very well attended and very well supported by various directors, deans, HODs, trustees, principals, and senior faculty members. In fact, many of them are live today on the VC, and I'm so grateful and thankful to all of them. They've been so kind to encourage and motivate us. More than 200 schools and engineering colleges attended that program on 26th of September, and it gave us a very strong confidence that yes, we are in the right direction. During that conclave, we got many valuable suggestions which helped us strengthen the program offerings. The participants also suggested that they were convinced about the program proposition for students, but why don't we directly engage and explain to the students? So like they also said, why don't you come on the line and explain to the student what are your thoughts? And therefore, this today's initiative so that we directly interface, we highlight, we give our reflection to what we endeavor and aspire for this program and how this jugalbandi between academics and the industry can bring a very formidable play in terms of the overall industry and growth of the nation. Yeah. Thus, as a follow-up, we organized the interaction first, we also did for the schools also, by the way. I mean, like on 11th of November, we interacted with almost 450 locations. Students were all scattered and 1.5 lakh students. They joined online because for students, by the way, we are also gifting them cement making models and like in schools, the chemistry becomes so interesting. The nuances of ESGs and so on and so forth. I think students are superly excited that day. 1.5 lakh students, by the way, were online. And today, this is the second session, and where we are directly interacting with the senior students, all of you, for example. And we were advised to have the session along with the reopening of the colleges. So, therefore, the timing of this, for example, after the winter break. So, we are just planning it right now, but I'm sure you'll find it very, very interesting. I'm going to deliver it more in my slides. So, students like in India, for example, we have this three necessities, not in India, overall, for example, roti, kapda, makan. And makan is, for example, where the role of cement comes in and where the shelter is made out of cement. Therefore, this industry has been for centuries. In fact, as they say that like water is the most consumed material in second is like they say is cement by the way. So all the highways, metros, bridges, railway tracks, renewable power, that structure, you see whatever, for example, all around you, you will see that they are all made out of cement or cementitious material. Cement is core industry of our economy. By the way, when industrialists, when the economists, when the analysts, they want to look at the Indian GDP, there are few industries they look at. One of them is cement because cement has a direct core relationship with the economy. Generally, it is said when economy grows by 1 times, cement grows by 1.4 times, which means like if economy is going right now, it's a 7%. Cement demand, typically one can expect will grow at almost 8.4, 8.5%. Yeah. Cement, therefore, for example, when cement moves up, economy also moves up, and therefore it plays a very important role in the development of the economy. I always quote this famous quote from Mr. John Kennedy, President USA, and this is like a beautiful frame when you visit the office of Honorable Sri Gadkari ji, and it says, America doesn't have rich roads, but roads have made America richer. Yeah, which is the role of the infrastructure in any economy, any nation. When the infrastructure and housing booms, the economy, the nation actually takes a solid position. You know that we are already fourth largest economy in the world. We are almost still at just 3% of the global economy, and there's a huge potential. By 2005, for example, when we look at $25 trillion economy, which is like almost 7 times from here in 25 years. Cement infrastructure will play an extremely important role. Cement is one of the oldest industries in the world, as I said, and being the ninth largest cement company in the world and a responsible corporate citizen, we just wanted to introduce to all of you the future leaders of the country with this core industry and the key business aspects. And as I said, in cement, there are 9, 10 industries inbuilt. So therefore, if you understand this industry and if you go into little more details, you can pick up a career which suits you. And I want to highlight those important opportunities. Cement industry is vibrant because I was like 4 months, 4 years basically here in this industry. Earlier I was a banker and I used to be enthusiastic in banking industry. But now when I look at this industry, I'm so equally excited. The vibrancy is so engulfing that for example, there's a huge scope for improvement, for R&D, for substantial radical changes, the disruptive, the reimagination, for example, which is like as of now, so many of you will find as a future leaders that you can do commensurately huge value addition in this industry. Yeah. Cement has a perfect blend of chemistry, physics, engineering, technology, algorithms, AIs. You can name it and you will find all of it in cement. Hence, friends, students, this industry provides exponential opportunity in terms of learning and in terms of contribution. I will take you through the presentation into three sections. The first section will give you some basics of cement. I'm sure you've studied in academics, but still like some nuances of cement basics. And second will be bit of about Adani Cement and Adani Group, but more importantly, the third section which will be about the Adani Cement Future X program. What, for example, will bring more value for to all of you. From cement, now let's quickly right now move to Adani Group and Adani Cement more so. So I'm going to play Adani Group video for you. दुनिया में कुछ लोग कहते हैं और कुछ लोग करते हैं जब कहा गया देश में सोलर पावर सफल नहीं हो सकता तो हमने सुना उसे सफलता की कहा देश के सबसे बड़ा पावर प्लांट बनाना इम्पॉसिबल तो हमने इम्पॉसिबल कर दिया बोला कोने कोने तक बिजली पहुंचाना किसी के बस की बात नहीं हमने पहुंचा सवाल उठे एनवायरमेंट फ्रेंडली गैस सब तक कैसे पहुंचेगी हमें मुझे पहुंचाया कहा तो यही गया पैकेज फूड बिजनेस हमसे नहीं हो पाया लेकिन हमने कर देखा था बातें इतनी सिविल सेक्टर में कभी फॉर्म नहीं बन सकते तो हमने सुना नहीं मन के दिखा चर्चा हो रही देश में इतना बड़ा पोर्ट बनाना असंभव हमने संभव कर दिखा और जो कहा गया देश के एयरपोर्ट्स इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड्स के नहीं हो सकते तब हमने सुना नहीं मुश्किलों के लिए सुनते हम करके दिखाते हैं आभार हम करके दिखाते हैं Okay, so I think that was a quick glimpse of Adani Group's various strides on the infrastructure sector in the country. And these are like various businesses of the Adani Group, wherein you will find almost 15 businesses, and cement is part of the materials, mining, and metals industry. Yeah, I want to quickly move on that. Now, here are quick highlights about Adani Cement as an introduction. In a short span of just 3.5 years, we acquired wholesale stake. We acquired Ambuja and ACC way back in September 22, and that time it was 67 million tons capacity, and today Adani Cement is now at 107 million tons capacity, which means we are adding almost 1 million tons every passing month. That's the kind of scale, speed, and growth which we are right now engaging on. On the sustainability, as I mentioned, we are 12 times water positive. We are fourth largest in the world to have sustainability target valued by SBTI. I think so on many fronts of ESG, many terms of speed, execution, projects, growth, technology, we are marching very high, very with lots of strongest balance sheet. My net worth is almost 70,000 crores. Yeah. And both the brands, Ambuja and ACC, they are legendary brands. They have a combined legacy of more than 125 years. By the way, ACC is the oldest cement company in the country. Way back, the first plant, which was in Lakheri in Rajasthan in 1911, it is still operating, by the way. And second oldest plant, which is in Kaimur, 100 years old plant, which is still operating, by the way. So as a companies, we are the oldest and the strongest balance sheet, and we are very proud and humbled. We command the highest brand equity in the country. We are entrusted for these and many more structures. If you see, they are like very recent structures, like the Chenab Railway Bridge, which was inaugurated by Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi a couple of months back. Almost two-thirds of the cement was supplied by Adani Cement. Look at Atal Setu, look at the Samruddhi Mahamar, look at the the Mumbai coastal roads. These are like huge structures, and then some of the tallest buildings, for example, in the country, and then some of the or many, for example, the individual houses which are built in the rural India and all, for example, being made with Ambuja and ACC with Adani Cement actually. So, like in terms of quality and consistency, strength and trust, we are like brands to be reckoned with. I mentioned to you about Lakeri. This is the plant started in way back 1912, and we have recently commissioned another new plant. If you see, for example, and look at the beautiful lights, Amita in 2023, which is in MP. Yeah. By the way, I'm so proud to inform this is very, very important sentence. 30% of the houses in India and almost equivalent 30% of the infrastructure in the country. It has been built on the strong strength of Adani Cement. So that is like the legacy of these two important cement brands. And from the oldest plant to the newest technology, we are all working very hard. And that is exactly when you visit my plant, when you interact with my leaders, you will get all those glimpses, you will get all those opportunities to hear from that. Green cement, you know all about sustainability, ESG, green, right? And recently, Government of India also has come out with the guidelines for the carbon trading and carbon credits. Yeah. Today, global warming and sustainability are the key priorities, and I'm sure in your syllabus also will hear a lot about this. Yeah. So Adani Cement is again at the forefront, and when you will interact and when you will visit my companies, when you interact with my leaders, you will hear a lot about the initiative. These are like some live programs. We are investing almost more than 10,000 crores of capex only for sustainability. Sustainability is a very important key pillar in my industry, for my company, and we are marching very high on this front. So very soon you will have my leaders who will be interacting with you on the sustainability, the practical aspects, the economics, the IRRs, the commitments, then the whole initiatives, for example, which will give you lots of ideas when it comes to your campuses versus what is there in practice. Uh, we are set to achieve our sustainability targets, which we have given target to achieve certain things in by 2030 and by 2050, and we are very well have a detailed plan. So if you want to just go through the plan also, it will be so interesting to see what are our specific numbers by 2030 which we have committed, and what are our numbers for 2050, the whole roadmap, how we are going to achieve it. And then there are so many global agencies who keeps looking at and watching these numbers, and you will find more insights on that as well, how the whole structure the world works on sustainability. In simple terms, cement is a gray powder, like all of you, like for example, even from my childhood, and I thought like cement is just a gray powder, and when you mix water, sand, and stone, and it becomes concrete, the strong stuff that helps to build roads, bridges, and so on and so forth. Cement is made from natural things found in raw rocks like limestone, clay, and sand. So it's a classic industry which has sourced from mining, for example, mining of limestone, then you use coal, so mining of coal, then you use bauxite, you use some other additives also. So lots of mining materials are used in terms of making of cement. These raw materials are crushed and heated in a big factories to make cement. So there are like giant kilns. The kilns, for example, and when you will visit the factories, you will see that the temperature, and so interesting to see the kilns operate. The temperature inside the kiln, which is like almost 1800 to 2000 degree, right? And that is where the whole chemistry and the clinker comes out. And from clinkering to grinding into making of cement. It's a very interesting process. So like many of you, for example, right from manufacturing and then the instrumentation, the equipment and the robotics and the E&I part and all, for example, you will find it very thorough. Modern method of cement is almost 200 years old, developed way back in 1824. So cement is not new in the world. It was like it was basically innovated way back in 1824 in England, and the person was Joseph Hesdin. He called it as Portland cement because the stone came from a place called Portland in England, and therefore you will find Portland cement (PPC) as a very common product. PPC in cement, it's like Portland cement, but this was like in 1824 way back. In India, we are, as I said, second largest after China. Although, like, while we are second largest, but even country as India is also second largest producer of cement in the world. The first one is China, by the way. China has almost 3,500 million tons of cement capacity, and in India we have almost 650 million tons of cement capacity. So we are just like closer to say 20% of, or slightly lesser than 20% of China, but still we are the second largest producer of cement in the world. By the way, the third largest will be amused, a small country, Vietnam. Vietnam is the third largest producer of cement in the world. Very interesting. So this industry, if you go into details, you will find very interesting facts. If I tell you that I have the highest altitude plant in the world on the top of a hill, which is in Himachal, for example, and this is very interesting to visit that plant because it has a conveyor belt which is from the hill foot to the hilltop, almost 10 kilometers. It moves the limestone material right from the hill foot to the hilltop, and then the cement plant is at the hilltop, which is like the highest altitude in the world. Interesting facts. In the country, we have almost 600 cement plants. So this is like very fragmented industry. So many, more than 50 companies in the country which are there. It's a regional industry. So you have regions like north, west, east, south, center, right? And therefore these are like very scattered. It's a very regional industry because logistics play a very important role. And with 600 plants, which means it's very, very fragmented. Also, interesting fact that, as I said, after water, cement is like sort of called to be the highest consumed material in the world. Let's give a glimpse. I want to all of you just enjoy this whole process of cement manufacturing. Yeah, so just like a process part for you as a video.
In every skyline that rises, in every road that reaches far up, in every foundation that holds a dream, there is a silent strength, Adano cement. From mines to mega projects, from innovation to impact, we craft the material that builds tomorrow responsibly and at scale. This is our journey from quarry to glory and beyond. Cement manufacturing entails disciplined science and a world-class supply chain, an unbroken arc from raw rock to engineered reliability. Let's follow the journey step by step. It all starts from the integrated unit that transforms basic raw materials into clinkers, and then to the grinding unit, where the process starts after the transportation of clinkers to further processing it by mixing the clinker with gypsum to create the finished product, the cement. This meticulous journey of processing cement begins at the source, the quarry. Here, geological surveys identify higher-grade limestone reserves. Precision drilling and controlled blasting loosen the rock. The loosened material is then handled by HEFM, heavy earth moving machinery, which loads and hauls material to primary crushers, where boulders become uniform fragments, ideal for downstream processing. Once crushed, the limestone travels by conveyors or dumpers to the plant, forming layered piles of limestone through the stacker. The limestone pile is reclaimed cross-section wise through the reclaimer and fed into the raw mill along with correctives. Laterite, bauxite, clay, red mud, and qualified alternative raw materials. The automated wave feeders precisely proportion each component, which are then ground in the raw mill to produce a fine raw meal. This powdered meal is stored in homogenization silos for perfect kiln feed-ready uniformity, which is fed at the top of the preheater. Once inside the tower, the raw meat is immediately preheated by kiln exhaust gases and enters a multi-stage preheater and precalciner where calcination begins by saving energy and increasing throughput. The meal then enters the rotary kiln, facing flame temperatures up to 2000 degrees Celsius and material temperatures at nearly 1450 degrees Celsius. Heat sources used in the kiln and calciner include traditional fuels such as coal, petcoke, as well as alternative fuels. In the kiln, precise mineral reactions create clinker nodules, the heart of every element. Rapid cooling of clinker through air in a clinker cooler locks in phase chemistry and recovers heat for process efficiency and feeding WHRS, the waste heat recovery systems. Crucially, as part of our commitment to the environment, throughout the milling and final processing, our background filters and electrostatic facilitators capture particulates from raw mill, kiln, and cooler exhausts, preserving both product quality and the environment. The waste heat is available in the preheater and cooler and is used to generate power through the WHRS. Next, the process moves to the final stage, where the cooled clinker moves to silos and then to cement mills, where it's finally ground with around 5% gypsum and performance enhancing cementitious materials to produce the required cement grades. Every micron is monitored, ensuring strength development, workability, and durability as per standards. Precision is maintained through cutting edge technology, from online analyzers to central control rooms, to automation, AI, and machine learning that drive process stability and energy efficiency. Our world-class R&D centered and quality labs ensure consistent quality batch after batch, while elevating strength and setting time for diverse applications. Beyond quality control, we advance processing and automated fuels, which turn waste streams into energy and continually reduce our carbon footprint, balancing progress with the planet. Nearly 85% of our cement is blended, making it green cement. We follow the highest standards of safety to ensure a zero harm workplace. With this non-negotiable, we invest in training, equipment, systems, and culture so that every shift ends with every member going home safe. With our safety foundation secure, the cement is finally packed in high-speed rotary packers or loaded in bulk before it's dispatched through a multi-modal network, which consists of roadways for agile last-mile reach, railways with our own brakes for high-volume, low-emission corridors, and the sea route via ports and coastal shipping to connect growth hubs and bulk cement terminals. Our warehousing and digital logistic tools ensure on-time, in-full delivery each and every time. And beyond the plant gates, the journey continues into ready-mix concrete, where cement meets aggregates, water, and chemistry to create the structures that shape India's skylines. Inside the RMX plant, bulk cement arrives in sealed bulkers and is stored in silos. Coarse and fine aggregates rest in segregated bins delivered through quarries, which are then tested by gradation, after which the absorption is measured for moisture correction so as to ensure precise water dosing. Admixtures including plasticizers, retarders, and air entrainers fine-tune workability and setting time. Intelligent weigh batching is used to proportion every ingredient. Twin shaft or panel-type mixer produce uniform concrete in short, repeatable cycles. Our modern RFX plants can typically churn out almost 60 to 240 cubic meters of RMX per hour. And once produced, the highest standards of quality checks are applied to ensure workability, durability, and compressive strength. With quality verified, the concrete travels in transit mixers, most commonly of 6 to 8 cubic meters each, and is placed through boom or line pumps. This efficient, controlled delivery system ensures that blended concrete and efficient logistics reduce the carbon dioxide from plant to port, from quarry to lorry to building landmarks. This is more than just a process. It is a commitment. अदानी सीमेंट हम करके दिखाते हैं.
Wow. I must thank my team. I think they have crafted a beautiful video for all of you. And on request, this will be shared with the institutions. But this is like especially for all of you. And as I said, that from quarry to lorry, when we say this term, there are multiple industries within cement, mining, power, within power, thermal power, green power, transmission lines, transportation, roads, shipping, railway, for example. In terms of quality, the R&D, the robotics, the nano materials, digital plays a very important role, for example. So I think all these students with their different level of interests, when they come to and when you see this live, what you have seen today in video, you will find much more engaging, much more vibrant friends. That's the whole theme and idea of Socialex, that what we are showing to you today is what exactly we are going to show it to you in live when we take you to the sites. Yeah. So when you associate with one single plant, when you visit one single plant, you will have multitude of learning as a package of industry within cement. Uh, let's take a quick recap about all the amazing things the cement helps us to build. Cement as a magic ingredient in construction, right from bridges to roads to houses, buildings, dams, walls, pipes. Without cement, we would not have strong and safe places to live, learn, and play. Without cement, imagine how could the cities and roads would have existed. And in a short span, for example, Adani Cement has become now the ninth largest building materials in the world. And as I said, one third of the houses and one third of the infrastructure in the country has been built using ACC and Ambuja. So we have a very strong legacy. Because with this conclusion, I'm going to quickly move to my third section, why future X. So, but before that, couple of points. Uh, there are different types of cements for different jobs, and I must highlight two of my blockbuster. They're like Jai and Hero for my industry. The Ambuja Kavach and the ACC Gold. They are like blockbusters, and you must, and for example, I'm going to separately share with you, with your institution, the video of how premium and quality of the cement you can differentiate compared to any other competition in the industry. Yeah. So I'm going to now quickly move to my third section, which is why Future X. What was the whole idea when we conceived this idea on 15th of September last year? What was the whole theme of Future X? Our visionary, beloved Chairman Sri Gautam Bhai, he always says, students are the next generation of freedom fighters. Your innovations, software code, and ideas are today's weapons. In real sense, you are the freedom fighters, my friends. This message straight away comes from Gautam makes it very, very clear that when it comes to the future of the nation, it's the future leaders, it's all of you, and therefore this theme of Future X to engage with all of you and give you those practical insights to what we are dealing at the sites with the customers in the market, in the industry. Can we give you some glimpse of that, which will help in shaping you as the leaders of the country in terms of nation building? It becomes a very important initiative. I took over this role just like 10 months back. It was from 1st of April 25. And since then, we have been working on how to reimagine. And students, this is extremely important. In India becoming the third largest economy right now, we are still the fourth largest. But in terms of becoming the third largest economy, we all have to reimagine. We all have to think very differently. This industry also has been 100 years old plus, but we are trying to reimagine. And when I will get students like you as part of my team down the line, when we'll have partners like you down the line in different formats, as a vendor, as a entrepreneur, so on and so forth, we will all work together to reimagine. We came up with this whole reimagine action, and the initiative of Future X was launched under this thought leadership. Through Future X, we are trying to bring a win-win situation between Adani Cement and the schools and engineering colleges, which will benefit students in many ways. And I will elaborate in next of my few discussion points. FutureX is designed to give students like lots of exciting opportunities to learn and grow. For example, hands-on learning. You will get to learn by doing, by practicing, apart from what you are learning from the academics. There will be experiments, real projects. My leaders will engage with you, and you will visit to places where you can see how things work in the real world. What are the challenges? It's easy to see the videos, but when the team works and operates the machines and produces the high quality cement, what are the standard operating procedures they follow day in day out? You will be able to meet the industry experts. You will have chance to meet and learn from people who work in big companies and who have experienced in big companies, larger companies. They will share their experiences and they will give you practical insights. You will be able to visit the plants. We will arrange for all of you in different slots along with your coordinators, and you will see amazing technologies, algorithm, AIs, robotics, smart machines in actions. You will get lots of career counseling opportunities to help you discover what you are good at and what you might want to do it in future. We are hosting lots of special events for our dealers, our partners, our influencers, and so on and so forth. We will invite many of you in terms of some of these events, right? In terms of the locations where you are based out of, so that you will also get the insights of the programs and what are the objectives and how these are properly scheduled and all. In terms of your profile building, because it becomes very important when you do some higher academics and MBAs and overseas universities and all, it will help you to get those experiences uh, informed in your profiles, and which will help you get some scores and all. In terms of volunteering, we'll be very happy to see you as volunteers come forward and be part of this Future X and help us to grow it larger and bigger. Based on your participation, we might invite you, as I said, some of these special events as you would be interested. And for those who take those extra efforts and show interest, you might become the champions of Adani Cement Future X. We actually will come up with this category also. This will give you some more additional privileges, which we will share in due course. Future X is all about helping you become confident, skilled, and ready to be leaders of tomorrow. It's not just about learning from books, it's also about exploring, experimenting, and dreaming bigger and bigger. Dear students, the GPT, the generation 3 train, and the transformational part of AI is changing the way we work. In this era of dynamism, it's equally important for all of us to reimagine at every single aspect. Hence, in the last 6 months, we have done that Versa, Lucky Draw, Nirman Matsav, Grid Rescue, BAI, so and so forth. I think, and you will find more of this on my LinkedIn. But one point is very clear: the team here, the Mancom, the larger team, for example, as part of Adani Cement and Adani Cement Future X, idea is to reimagine. Yeah. As part of privileged partnership with all of you, we will give you access to the oldest concrete journal in the country, which is ICJ, Indian Concrete Journal. And immediately after this program, from today itself, the spokes from your premium institution will get the user ID and passwords to access it online free. So all the ICJ database has been digitalized, and you will have access to right from 1926, this 1927 actually, this magazine, this periodical has been published by our company ACC, and it is more than 100 years. But you will love to go through the past of concrete industry when you go through some of the articles, and there are articles from who's who of the industry at that point of time. The journal also provides research on building materials and construction, and it will be a great help to all of you to go into insights of the progression what the construction industry has achieved in India. We will be hosting some expert sessions, as I mentioned, and this will help in terms of dissemination of the knowledge from the experts on the various aspects of chemistry, construction industry, management, branding, digital, sustainability, finance. You pick up a topic, and we have experts here. My team is superlatively enthusiastic to engage with all of you, and they will give you very crisp insights, practical insights of how things look when it comes from academics to the real world. When I did my CA way back in 2000, yeah, and when I look at now my finance domain, I see huge sea change because of course academics have given me strong principles, but the practicality is very, very different too. So I think those kind of complementing will work very well for all of us. So for this, we not only have our own experts, but we will also have partners, experts from government institutions. We will pick up some of the best names of the industry, of the regulatory bodies, of the government, of the various platforms, including some global faculties. By the way, Professor Ram is our one of the mentors, and regularly we interact with him. He will also be happy to engage with all of you, and so on and so forth. This is the second announcement I'm making. The first I said was about the ICJ, which will be accessible to all of you. And today itself, we will share the details. Second announcement is that the expert session and the first expert session, which will be conducted tomorrow, uh, basically on, sorry, not tomorrow, but on 22nd of January, which is day after tomorrow, and it will be conducted by my senior colleague, Unmesh Soni. He is like one of the most acknowledged name in the industry on the technical services. He leads my technical services business for the cement, and he will deliver to you the technical and the business aspects of the business. Yeah. Third is the experimental and the exponential learning. Yeah. So right from the concrete labs in Mumbai, by the way, we have the largest concrete lab. No other cement company has this scale of lab and this details of lab to what we have, and we'll arrange visits for you. We have, of course, I mentioned to you that almost 46 to 50 cement plants all over India. So you can pick up any location, and we'll be arranging the visits for you in terms of various batches. So the third announcement I would be happy to make is that today itself, the spokes from all the partnered institutes, they will get the link which they can use to express their interest for the plant of their choice, including the R&D lab what we have in Bombay. And then we will club it and we'll schedule it at a mutually convenient time as per your convenience. And then my team will be happy to. So we have an SOP, standard operating procedure for that. Uh, yeah, so that is like another important initiative. The top performers, based on the requirement, we will have the pre-placement opportunities, PPO. My HR head is also there in this discussion. He is available and he is listening to it all, so that we will also have the pre-placement opportunities for many of you, offering a direct pathway to join the Adani Cement. Adani Cement emphasizes on the equal opportunity for men, women, and genders basically. So it will be very fascinating when you actually go and you will see that sisters are working actually in manufacturing plants, including some of the digital platforms and all, and therefore this will provide opportunities to more and more ladies members to be motivated to become GTs, DTs, and pursue the various roles as well. In terms of the partnership agreement, the institutes it makes them eligible not only for the engineering related topics, but we will keep in mind for any other larger opportunities what you have. For example, we are currently hiring 400 members, so there are 400 open positions in specific areas, right from sales, logistics to manufacturing, and also we will also flash it to your institutions in terms of our requirements, and then you can apply for the suitable roles what you deem fit. So that is the overall placement program what we will have, subject to, of course, as I said, there will be a process of interviewing and also the on merits basically. Now let me take you through the opportunities areas to work on joint projects and research areas. You are all subject experts, you know the latest of it more than anyone of us in here in this room. So we will actually also uh, identify some of the projects which we want you to work on. For example, the ultra high performance concrete. For example, if you look at these pictures, you look at one of the picture which is the bridge, the old bridge and the new bridge. If you see, the bridge below has 16 to 17 pillars basically, and which is like an old style. But the latest one, if you see, just three rock strong pillars and the whole bridge with a much wider width basically is standing, and this is all part of the ultra high performance concrete. And I'm sure you being engineer, you know it much better, but that is what the future is. Yeah. So this is exactly some of the research subjects which we are working on. I earlier mentioned about the special cement for army, for defense, and there could be so many beautiful. Let us say special cement for interior design. Now there are cement which actually becomes transparent cement, which actually increases the aesthetic of the interiors basically. And you know that concrete houses are now becoming more prominent these days than painted houses. So like simple concrete house with no paint, it becomes more aesthetically better. Lots of R&D is going on that front as well. Okay. Uh, Nanotechnology, for example, I mentioned to you, and this is the future. We are already engaging with some of the startups on the nanotechnology. Many of the startups are working on this, and right from the nanosilica to nanotubes, carbon nanotubes, to enabling the crack resistance, the self-healing, and the overall say reduce environmental impact. So nanomaterials and nanotechnology will be very, very important, and many of you must be going through in your syllabus, and what you can help us and what you can contribute here is going to be important. Premium cement, for example, cement generally like water resistant cement, heat resistant cement, so and so forth, for example. So lots of these unique ideas we can actually work together. We want to leverage artificial intelligence, automation. We want to do lots of data analytics. We want to do lots of predictive modeling and decision making through data. Then list like robotics and all is all, for example, now the norm. And essentially, we want to see that how the machines are running continuously and will have a very high degree of reliability factors and all. Okay. Now, I think the three slides before, the three previous slides, it gave you a good flavor of opportunities, how each subject can add value. So engagement, R&D, experiences, for example, which I mentioned. But now a quick snapshot on the additional areas where we can work together. So yeah, in terms of FutureX, we directly support the national mission of Yogya Bharat and Viksit Bharat 2047, and idea is to improve the and enhance the skills uh, and make students capable of taking the future oriented opportunities. As I said, we started with 100 institutes, but now we have a partner, large partnership of almost 600 schools and 300 plus engineering campuses, so it's together like closer to 1,000 odd, and which has more than 10 lakh students, for example. So this is like the largest industry academia initiative. Yeah. Uh, I think this is all about FutureX. This is all about cement industry. This is all about Adani Cement and Adani Group per se. And I'm very confident that this initiative helps us to turn you all who are still, all of you are still in our planning stage of different levels, therefore initiative, advanced levels to ensure this practical insights, friends, will be a game changer, which will bring lots of insights to you, which will bring lots of good confidence to you, which will help our business also get lots of good inputs from you. And this Jugalbandi, this 1 plus 1, which I always say is 11, will actually help us to have a very strong nation building. The company gets stronger, the students get stronger, and the overall infrastructure and housing gets stronger, and the nation becomes stronger and stronger. I give a big thank to all of you for your time, for your attention, for your time here. India is one of the youngest nations in the world today, bubbling with billions of hopes and dreams. We sincerely believe Adani Cement Futurex will play a small role in building the dream of Viksit Bharat in its own special way. We can now take up questions from the web link. Thank you again. Thank you all the dignitaries. Thank you all the seniors from the institutions for making it possible. Thank you very much. And now the Q&A is open, and I will be happy to respond to the questions. Yes, sir. So there are many questions. Thank you. So there are many questions. So we'll start with this. The first question is from Mr. Sri Pramod. He's asking, how will FutureX evolve with emerging technologies like AI, automation, and sustainability? So FutureX will very much involve. I like what in my slides also in discussions that in Adani Cement, we are the industry pioneers in terms of sustainability. We are ranked very high by Dow Jones Sustainability Index. We are the only fourth large cement company in the world after Holcim. institute, so and so forth. So when you come and engage with our leaders, when our leaders will be able to showcase to you what is the whole journey we plan, what are we doing for carbon neutralizing and decarbonizing and becoming net zero carbon, for example, what are the investments which we are putting, how we are using green power, how is wind power and solar power substituting thermal power, how is we are becoming water positive, what are the initiatives being taken at the community level. These are like interesting, important aspects. So apart from the efforts, there are also investment. I mentioned like more than 10,000 crores are going into sustainability investments. So you will get a glimpse of all of this, and I'm sure you are going to be able to use it in your case studies, in your academics as well. So FutureX is a great opportunity to learn and go through all of this. Yeah. Next question is from Mr. Pal. He's from Alva. He first of all thanks you for this wonderful session. And he asks how to apply for an internship in Adani and for how much duration you are offering this internship and will the students get the stipend for the internship? Yeah. Thanks, Paul. As I said that after this session, your coordinators will be getting insights into the various programs what we are launching in future. So one of this, of course, internship and how you can apply. Definitely, your coordinator will be able to help you. So we'll share with them the overall links and details. In terms of duration, institution to institution, it can vary typically from 3 months to 6 months kind of period. In terms of stipend, we can discuss more on this. Right now, we have not thought about in more detail about this, but of course, when it comes to internship, it's more about experiences and the stipends and all. We can discuss more in detail separately offline with your coordinators. Next question is from LD College, Ahmedabad. They are asking, can we jointly develop a certification or skill development program for students and professionals? So absolutely, I think a very good point. I had also invited one of my colleagues who is leading Adani Skills Institute, right? His name is Mr. Bhaumik, Robin Bhaumik. So we will separately like discuss on this point that how through FutureX and then through engagement in terms of certification can be accorded and in terms of training can be provided. We would love doing that. And when Bhaumik is here in person, then we will connect separately with him and put a program on that. Absolutely, good point. Yeah. Next question is, we wanted to work on a research project. Will there be any guide from Adani Cement and how to approach? Absolutely. In fact, first is what we'll do is we will ourselves put a list of say 25, 50 projects, the research projects, right? And where, for example, you can pick up one of the project which you want to work, you will have a proper guide, a leader, a mentor who will help you on that. On top of it, if you find any other project which is not listed, but you still want to contribute, more than happy that you can list those ideas also. And whatever is suitable for our business, we'll be happy to get you on that project. So yes, there will be a proper guide and proper facilities to be given to you, insights be given to you, data be given to you to help you work on the project. Next question is from Lakshmi Devi, Institute of Engineering. She's asking, how does Adani Cement support water conservation and water utilization? So what we are doing is, in terms of water conservation, so deep water harvesting. When you go, for example, some of our projects in Kutch area, let us say, and that is like completely deserted area and lots of water, good water actually flows into ocean. So we have put up and help the community to put up nice dams. Simple ideas, basically where the river water actually flows into the dams and the drinking potable water is available for them. Point number one. Point number two, lots of recirculation of water, for example. So when you do mining and then you got the mine pits, and the mine pits actually becomes down the line once they are exhausted, it becomes the ponds, and then you do a rain harvesting in those ponds, and then you are able to use those water back into the plant. Third is we have tied up with some of the municipal corporations or the local the villages where the wastewater is being used after reprocessing and all into the plant. So water is something which we probably say we are 12 times water positive, which means whatever we consume to make cement, we give 12 times back to the society. And more of these details, for example, you can also go through my balance sheet and my sustainability report. You will get lots of projects, series of ideas what we are doing in our cement. Yeah. Okay, next question is, can we get an opportunity for other group companies of Adani for internships such as ports, power, green energy, infra? Absolutely. So I am also engaging with you as a Adani group as well. And when I mentioned Adani Skill Institute and all, so you will have the opportunity and we will have a platform where apart from cement, you will have the opportunity to look at other group companies also. So this question is a little bit different. Someone is asked like, what makes you different from other cement brands? What makes us different from other cement brand is, I think, our commitment towards quality, sustainability, and consumer focus. I think right from 1936, when ACC was built as Association of Cement Companies, right? It was like consolidation of almost 12 or 15 companies coming together and formed ACC. From since then, almost like 90 years, there is one drive which is element of trust. When Ambuja was set up way back in 1982-83, and from there, for example, it's a household name in terms of strength. So there is a one element which is trust, second element which is strength. And I think as an Adani Group, Adani Cement, when we acquired both of them in September 22, and then later on we acquired Sanghi, Penna, Orient Cement, Asian Cement, so on and so forth, we have ensured that the legacy of the Amboja and ECC is doubted and made much stronger, much larger with Adani brand coming in. So I think now the whole difference is in how we engage with consumer. We provide quality cement. As I said, the two blockbuster products, Kavach and Gold, which we have, and our strong engagement with the supply chain partners, with the dealers, with the contractors, so on and so forth. I think this is how, for example, we deliver consistently on our deliverables, desired deliverables. So that's the key differentiating factor. The last question is like, apart from the learning opportunities, is there any possibility for full-time jobs, or do you have any plans to keep the campus hiring in Jharkhand? Jharkhand or Pan India, we have. I think I mentioned in my slides that there are opportunities going to be in terms of hiring also. Jharkhand, in fact, I have two plants. One is in Sindri, second is in Chaibasa, and near to Jharkhand also, for example, we have plants in Chhattisgarh, which is Bhatapara, Jamul, and then I also have plants in UP and MP. So pan India, in fact, I've got 46 plants. So we would be very happy to have a proper program in terms of recruits, in terms of hiring. When I mentioned to you that this will be a proper process and the coordinators will be aware of very soon that what exactly the process will be. So be in touch with your coordinators, with your school institutions, sorry, with your college campuses. I think mostly cover questions are covered. So, friends, thank you very much. You all have been on a great audience. We wish you all the best. You have a great career opportunity and look forward to play some meaningful role. All of us here in Adani Cement, we look forward to have contributes to some extent for your brighter future. Wishing you all the best. Thank you. Jai Hind. Thank you, Vinod. And Vinod, before you read this, I also want to give you the